Hello students, in this video we'll do questions on factorization by using identities, by splitting the middle term and by regrouping. We'll use all the methods so that again your concept is clear, and go and watch my earlier videos for more clarity. One thing more questions you do, more clear you get the concept. By seeing only you can judge what you have to do in this question. So do more and more questions of factorization so that your concept is clear, and for any query on those questions you can contact me on my Instagram, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Suppose we have to do this question. As I told you in my earlier video, which identity we have to use. For that we have to find out how many terms are there. We see we have one term and two terms. In first identity we have three terms, in second identity we have three terms, and in third identity only we have two terms with minus sign, right? So if we write third identity, it is a square minus b square is equal to a minus b and a plus b. Here, if we compare these two, what we see, we can write it like this: minus x minus z square whole square. This 4 can be split into two factors, 2 into 2, 2 into 2, so that we get this identity. Now comparing this with left hand side of the identity, we get a as x square and b as x minus z whole square. Now writing it like this, like right hand side, so we have x square minus x minus z whole square in one bracket, and x square plus x minus z in other bracket. Now for this bracket we can use two identities. One is this identity, third identity, that a will be x and b will be x minus z, and secondly we can use x minus z whole square identity. We'll do this question both ways. Just have a look. By using second identity, that is a minus b whole square, we'll open it by this identity. This is equal to what? A square plus b square minus 2ab x square. We have minus sign outside the bracket, so please remember, whenever we open the bracket we change the sign. We'll change the sign in the next line so that there is no confusion. Minus 2xz. Okay. Similarly, in this bracket also we'll open it with this identity only: x square plus z square minus 2xz. Now if we open the bracket, we get x square minus z square plus 2xz in one bracket, and for this bracket we'll add these x square, we get 2x square plus z square minus 2xz. 2x square plus z square minus 2xz. This bracket is complete. We cannot further factorize this, and for this x square and x square we can cancel them out because one is positive and one is negative. And in these two terms we see we have z in common. We can take z outside the bracket. This is regrouping method. Z outside the bracket, and remaining are 2x minus z. We have written 2x first because it is positive term and it is negative term. So we can write it as 2x minus z because we have taken one z from here and one z from here. This, please get clear that there are two factors of z square, z and z, and we have two factors x and z of this term. We have taken z outside the bracket and the remaining in the bracket. And second bracket is 2x square plus z square minus 2xz. So this will be the answer. This is one way of doing this question. Second way is, here this bracket will remain same. We'll do this bracket as it is. In this bracket we can use this identity and we can solve it accordingly. This will remain same. We'll just do it according to this. How we can do? Comparing this with that identity, here A will be x and B will be x minus z. Okay. So first bracket is A minus B, that is x minus this. This will be x minus z. And in second bracket we can have x plus x minus z. So in this bracket, if we open it, we can cancel out this and z will be positive. We multiply minus sign because it is outside the bracket. We'll multiply it with this minus z, we get z, and here we get 2x minus z. Now suppose we have to do this question. So first of all, we'll try to find out which identity we have to use. So we see we have two terms here. So we'll be using third identity because we have two terms in it. A square minus b square is equal to a minus b and a plus b. Okay. Now if we compare these two, we see this, if we take it as a, but 54 is not square of any number. We need a number which is a square, but 54 is not a square. To make it square, we will take common from both the terms because 96 is not also a square of any number. We can write 54 as 6 into 9. 6 into 9 x square minus, here we can write 6 into 16 y square. Okay. Now we see 6 is common in both the terms. We'll take 6 outside. 9x square minus 16y square. Now this can be written as 3x whole square minus 4y whole square. Okay. Now you can use this identity. In place of a we have 3x and in place of b we have 4y. Okay. So we can have a as 3x minus 4y and 3x plus 4y. In this question there are x in all the three terms and 6 as a factor in all the three terms. So we can do it by regrouping method because we can see that there is no identity that we can use in this question. We can write factors of 54 as 6 into 9 x square plus this 6 into 7 x cube minus 6 into 5 x4. So we have 6 common in all the three terms and x square in all the three terms. This is x cube, so we can take x square and 1x will be remaining here, and x is 4 can be written as x square into x square. So we can take common as 6x square, and rest what will remain in this bracket? 9 plus 7x minus 5x square. Now, if we write it in general form, we can take minus sign outside the bracket, minus 6x square. We are trying to find out that whether we can factorize it further or not. When 5x square minus 7x minus 9. This is the general way of writing this question. I told you in my earlier video that how to write expression in a general form first, so that we can split the middle term or we can factorize it by using identities. Now we see we have 7 as a center term, and we have to split this 7 by the factor 9 and 5. So we get 45. If we take 45 as a factor, we get 3 into 3 into 5. Right? We'll try to make groups so that we can make it 7. 15 minus 3, we cannot get 7. This is 9 minus 5, no. 9 plus 5, no. In all the ways, we cannot get 7 as a center term, either by adding or by subtracting factors of these two terms. So it cannot be done further. So this will be the answer. This will be the answer of this question, because this cannot be factorized further. If we have to do this question, we see we have 4 terms in this question. So we cannot use identity right now, because in first identity we have 3 terms, in second also we have 3 terms, and in third identity we have 2 terms. So we'll do it by regrouping method. We'll regroup those which have common terms. We see in this we have xy common. So we'll take this as one group and this as another group. So in this we do not have any common. You can write it as it is, plus xy common, xy 19 minus z. It remains. We see if we want to make this 2 terms, we have to take minus sign outside the bracket so that this and this becomes same. Minus 1. This will be 19 minus z plus xy 19 minus z. Okay. Now it becomes 2 terms. This is one term and this is one term. We see we have 19 minus z common in both the terms. We'll take them outside. And in the bracket we are left with minus 1 plus xy. So we can write plus term first. We have xy minus 1. Now if we have to do this question, it is very much clear from this question that there are 3 terms and all the terms are positive. So we'll be using first identity, that is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. On comparing right hand side of the identity with the question, we find that a is equal to 11x and b is equal to 2y. How? We can write it as 11x whole square plus 2 into a, that is 11x, into y, that is 2y, plus 2y whole square. If you see, 11x whole square will be 121x square, 2 into 11x into 2y will be 44xy, and 2y square will be 4y square. So if we compare this with this part of the identity, we will have 11x plus 20y whole square. This is left hand side of this identity, which is answer. So this is it with this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And for any query, you can contact me on Instagram. Thank you.